Yeah. So, being able to be around loved ones and friends, to not have that urge and temptation to want to be with somebody,
Right.
with no like reason or purpose behind it.
Absolutely.
So that's what helped me to actually be single for that long, because that was something that was a choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I knew that I needed to do some healing before I actually wanted to get into my next relationship, because I wanted my next relationship to actually
How long ago was this? You'll say
2021.
21?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was like between 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, 2020,
Tell me when you were
2021.
telling me like 2020 was 22 vision. You know, they say that you get your vision right. You know what I'm saying?
2020, I kind of feel like 2020, you ain't really had no choice but to be by yourself unless you was living with somebody
Somebody else. Yeah, COVID and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm
I remember
saying?
that, though.
So
I took some time off myself too.
so
like,
that helped.
Reflect.
You know what I'm saying? That helped.
I was, you know what my problem was, JD? I was afraid to look at myself in the mirror. I was afraid to see myself truthfully up where I was.
Yeah.
Because I thought every day was my norm. You know what I'm saying? Like my sister-in-law was out there doing what they were doing, my mom was out there doing, so I guess that's why I adapted, right? But when I really look back and reflected on myself, you know what I said to myself? I hate who I am. I hated who I was and who I became throughout the generations of who I was taught the norm was. I looked in the mirror and like, damn, I fucked up a lot of things. I'm fucked up as a person. I want to change this person. I don't want to be this person no more. And I mean that.
Yeah.
I really woke up saying to myself, I am tired of this bullshit. I'm tired of it just going into relationships and getting the same result out of relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when you have to really determine, right, where your breaking point is. Everybody have a different breaking point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my breaking point was this. I was tired of being who I was. And I said to myself, and I looked myself in the mirror for the first time, you are the fucking problem. And I mean, people done me wrong. But I allowed them to be wrong by accepting their wrongdoing in my life. So I fucked up, right? I'm the problem. You know what I mean by that? When you see yourself as a problem, you no longer point the finger to everybody else saying that you did me this, you did, because you had the choice to make. I could have chose to not be with that person, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was afraid to be alone. I wanted somebody, come home and have a warm bed with a warm body next to me. I wanted some things, right? Which man don't, right?
Yeah.
And you may take that toxic ass woman and say, you know what, yeah, I'll teach you. It's okay. At least I got somebody to come home to, right?
Mm-hmm.
If women say the same thing,
Yeah.
I'd rather have something rather than nothing. You know how fucked up that is? If we really look into that? And because somebody in that person's life decided to hurt them so bad that they settled for anything rather than have nothing. And this is the society we live in today. We've been living in for a long time. Because people are looking like, just like I did, just like you did, JD, before you're coming out for 3 years and saying, I'm going to work on myself.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's hard to look yourself in the mirror, isn't it?
Hell yeah.
It's hard to look at yourself and be honest with yourself.
Well, when you finally tell yourself that you over your own bullshit,
You ain't doing justice to who?
a lot of great things come your way. For sure.
Absolutely. And that's, we got to take that initial step of saying, I don't like who I am. And women and women and men need to make that conscious decision to say, I don't like who I am. Right? Because I'm telling you, once you've been, especially those, I was in a marriage for 17 years, right? And it's hard.
I have. Fuck, I hate it.
So when you changing yourself, right? When you making that conscious decision to change who you are, right? You need to, throw yourself some roses, because like that takes a big man or strong woman to accept their fucking part in the brokenness and the fucking toxicity in their relationship, right?
Hell yeah.
It takes a strong person to realize that, right?
Almost definitely.
So when you looked at yourself in the mirror and said, what to yourself, you're like, wow, I definitely need some things I got to change by myself.
Yeah.
Because if you keep going this route, I'm only doing more harm than doing anything else, right?
That's it.
That's it.
And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, like, man, like what what many people like advocate as far as like mental health, like that was something I downplayed for a long time. And quite honestly, is I still didn't, research any type of resources or anything to try and, get any type of like therapy or anything.
Right.
But I've considered. But what I told myself was, let me see if I can actually challenge myself to want to change certain things about myself, just to see where I can be, or put what positions I can put myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not that I never considered therapy. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's that's something that can help a lot of people, especially if you can't like get yourself out that rabbit hole,
And sometimes it's not just, have to go as far as therapy. It's just like recognizing that that you're broken.
And that's why I felt like, I feel that I can hold myself accountable enough, and I'm strong enough to actually like break certain habits that I need to break to become better and to put myself in a better situation in life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, when I made that decision, right, I just got out of, a relationship, and this was a toxic relationship. And I was blaming this woman, right, because of the way she treated me. And I have a sense of like, just like, I woke up like, dude, I don't want to be like this. I don't want this to be just accepting women in my life just because I feel like there's a void that's missing. Or like, I never been loved, so when they say they love me, I really thought they really loved me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't know what love was.
Yeah.
So I went to the mirror, literally went to my bathroom mirror, and I said, you are first and top. I didn't blame anyone else, because you know what? No one else was in my life but me.
Mm-hmm.
I was left with all the fucking unanswered questions of why you leave, why you do this, why you treat me this way, why you love me when you said you love me. I was left with all the answers.
Yeah.
But that same sense, let me just tell you this crazy shit. I told myself, wow, this is not what you were taught to feel this way. It's not what your father, that's not what your mom and people, the man that came in out in your life told you. Fuck what they feel about you. Fuck what they think about you. You are who you are. It's the wrong analogy to give somebody.
Yeah.
I am not my mother's problems. I mean, I'm not the man that came in and out of my house, and the man that came out of my sister's life. I'm not their problems. I'm not them. I'm not my mom. I don't want to be living like my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My dad died in prison, bro, so I know my fucking dad, so I ain't gonna say definitely want to be like him. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I was told that, to toughen the fuck up, man the fuck up. Stop fucking crying. You know what I'm saying? Stop whining. Pick yourself up and go find you another one. Out with one and get to know. Go to the next one. That's the wrong advice you give any person who's been broken so many fucking times.
Yeah.
Because what you're looking for is, you're looking for someone else to fix you. You're not knowing that's what you really want. You're looking for another person to fix who you are, accept who the fuck you bring into this relationship, and not knowing yourself that you really fucked up. A lot of people don't know they fucked up and come into relationships. They think this is like what chosen for me. These are the hands I was dealt. It takes a strong individual to look himself in the mirror and say, despite all the things you're taught, to say, no, that's not me. Well, that's not who I want to fucking be.
Thanks for that very much, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, right? When you fix yourself, bro, you know. And I've seen other men in my life fix themselves, right? And become and join other healthy relationships. And I was like, man, I envy that shit, bro. I was like, man, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I see, you and your woman coming here and we break your bread together, you know what I'm saying? You see how you treat her and she treats you, and I was a broken person, I'd be like, yeah, I want that, bro.
Yeah.
Because the only thing we had to see, now look at me. When I say this, you know what we had to see, we growing up seeing? This fucking Bill Cosby, right? And Bill Cosby show how that family was all fucking put together, how good they were. You know, Bill Cosby didn't have to spank his kids' ass and get the point across. He just talked to his kids and shit, and they learned.
Crazy.
Bitch, that's not the household I was born into.
But you know what? Those shows in the 90s, those shows in the 90s though, you know, it was necessary. Whoever those producers were, they just knew that it was necessary.
But how can I relate to that though?
For family, for black family.
But my family look like that.
Yeah, for broken.
So it was up to my
Black
mother to look
family.
at that and see it change her life. As a kid, you don't know the difference. You just want that lifestyle, right?
You know, I can't, and that's the thing. Like I can't give you the answer to that, but I understand the purpose as to why they had those type of shows out, because you always saw the typical white happy family.
Yes.
You never saw shows with
Healthy black families.
healthy black families.
Absolutely.
So I feel like it's like at the end of the day, the fact that we were able to have those type of producers to produce shows like that in the 90s,
Absolutely.
because predominantly we had those healthy white family
They were trying to,
sitcoms.
so you're saying they were trying to
Like-
portray a certain type of, reality that we can have this and we come together and participate in what they're doing, right?
It was necessary.
That was it.
I feel like it was necessary,
But
because if you could have it for the white community, why can't you have it for
But at
the
the same time, though, no one took heed to that. My mother didn't.
Yeah, I get it.
You don't feel
No,
me?
I get it.
It's
I
just the
get
thing.
it.
Like, it's-
But you know what I'm saying? It was a try. At least it was a try
No,
for them
I'm
to
not-
know that it was possible for them to actually have someone that looked like us on TV
Right.
to let us know that we can have something.
And
like
for the record, I'm not saying that Bill Cosby and other shows like that was in,
no, for
Jefferson
sure.
and stuff like that was meant to be. Was it about like, Good Times?
Family Matters.
That more I relate to Good Times than anything else. Just saying,
They was in the projects.
Yeah.
They was in
So
the projects.
that was my show. When I seen Bill Cosby, I was like, damn. My mom, I had a mom and dad like this, you know what I'm saying? But you seen Good Times was like the struggle of the black family and how the dad was as a participant in the family.
Yeah.
We didn't have that growing up. At least I did it. And a lot of people, and a lot of peers in my, in my era didn't have that growing up. The people in my neighborhood, I didn't see fathers and mothers together, bro.
Yeah.
I seen uncle. You know what I'm saying? This is your uncle,
Like
bro.
I said, I had one best friend and you know what I'm saying, two parents in the household. But it's not to say that they didn't show them tough love. He
Right.
figured that shit out.
Out himself.
And even now, the best friend that had two parents in his household is even more successful than the two parents that he was raised with in his house. Like, he's more successful than his parents
Absolutely. And
right now.
And that's, that's not a bad thing, because I think in the same sense, right, is that that's what all parents had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
My single black mother had that in mind.
Yeah.
She said, I want you to be better than I am.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to grow up and be better than what I was.
Yeah.
I want you to go out and get what I couldn't get. I want you to raise your kids better than I raised you, without being apologetic about it. Okay, and we're going to talk about that in another segment, saying about, parents not being apologetic how they raised you either. Because it was like some parents did only what they were bringing up in their own lives to portray your life, right? If my mom beat her, right? There's a good chance my mom will grow up beating her kids. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, tough love is one thing, but to be very abusive to your kids, no.
Yeah, that's
Okay?
two different things.
So it's like, we want to make sure we're choosing the right words to say about that, because
For sure.
I believe in tough love.
Yeah.
Tough love and guidance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like I said, I've witnessed a best friend in a two-parent household that went through tough love.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why I still, in a sense, it's like I have a respect for him, like he was, as if he was raised in a one-parent household.
Right.
Because they ain't give him shit,
Exactly.
you know?
And that's the thing, when it boils down to it, in this segment, that, women are dumb, when girls are dumb. We're not saying that, literally women are dumb and girls are dumb. We're saying that the choices we make, both men and women, sometimes they can be dumb choices.
Mm-hmm.
thinking that we're only because of our norm, they think that these choices we make are right for ourselves. But when you have so many times to learn from the mistakes you made, which your pattern is not, a proof of that. Your pattern is like you constantly doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's time to sit back and take a look at yourself, look yourself in the mirror, and say, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of living like this. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. Right? I'm tired of running through women and or thinking that's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's at the end of the day, you bring up a lot. You know what I'm saying? I could I like that about you. You know what I'm saying? Black love. And you know what I'm saying? The difference between black love and and our white counterparts, right? And I don't want people to understand that this is not about races. It's not about race in these segments. It's about us being black men telling our black people we need to get our shit together. Right? We need to stop looking at the narrative as everything that we see on TV or we see on the social media is life, is real. It's not. And black men, it's time to step the fuck up and be true leaders in your household and be great fathers to your kids. Yeah. I'm gonna say this before we end the segment. I was at a Burley Coat Factory, right, years ago. I mean, I'm talking about like at least 7, 8 years ago, bro. And it still haunts me today. I was walking down the aisle at Burley Coat Factory, and I see this man with his one son, like 2, 3-year-old son in his hand, right? And I see him pushing a stroller, right? Until he passed me by, and I looked. This man had his hands then halfway down his ass, bro. The image he was giving me before I looked, before he passed me, like, hey, look at that father, bro. That's what I'm talking about. And then when he went past me, this man was like, walking like a fucking duck, keeping his hands up. And like, this is what I'm talking about. You're setting an example to your child because children are sponges and they're watching you and they're learning from you, right? And here, this was the example you want to set. Yes, I have a fucking problem with niggas running out here with their fucking underwear showing. Absolutely. I'm not fucking saying, oh, this is a trending thing or that's what black. No, that's fucking ignorant as fuck. It's the wrong agenda you charge your children. And if any of you guys out here run around here, got your kids in these fucking rap videos, in these fucking rap songs, in these fucking videos, and you got your pants hanging down, your son's pants hanging around, then guess what? That's the fuck what he gonna be when he grow up. Because that's what he's learning.
So, I mean, one thing I think about when men had a pants like just where it comes from, like.
That's what, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time, I don't want my fucking daughter having the impression this is what a real man look like. And what that tells me, I need to step my game up, right? I need to step up as a father and tell my child and be better as a man and reflect on that.
And I still want to retract for the second time, even earlier when I was explaining if my daughter was to bring a man home sagging, she wouldn't because she would be looking at me.
Exactly.
Never have I ever.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying?
Never.
So I ain't really got to worry about that.
Exactly. But I'm going to say this. My ex is raising a single parent raising 2 girls, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm saying that I don't have a part in their raising them, right? But they don't stay with me. So I had to double work when I communicate with my kids.
Yeah.
Right? And I have a zero tolerance fucking mentality. And I know sometimes that doesn't work sometimes. Talking about like that doesn't work sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I got to get better at that. And I want to get better with that, right? One of my daughters wouldn't talk to me, wouldn't talk to me, right? Because of how I treated her mom and how I treated them, right? And I found, I found a better life and I'm living a greater life. And they don't like that. And I'm like, listen, you should be happy that your dad changed his mentality. Because all I can do now is reflect on everything I did to you and learn from it and treat you differently. It's never too late to learn. And a lot of people say that, saying it to other people, say, you lost your chance. You ain't never lost your chance, bro.
So I have a question.
Go ahead.
I'm just curious, just the example you just gave. I'm just curious. Do you think your daughters were influenced by the way they feel? Or is that something that they just, probably like...
I think my ex-wife had a lot to do with that. Because I don't think she, at the time of our divorce, she had shit nice to say to me. You know what I'm saying? I think she relate that to my kids.
Because at the end of the day, like, I mean, it's obvious that you are living a better life.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're at peace.
I chose different.
You know what I'm saying? You have a family of your own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would your daughters feel some type of...
Because it was never given to them at that point. Because remember I said, it was after their mother, after the divorce, when I became this new person. And I listen to me. I've been very apologetic to my children. And I tell them every day, no, that right then, I didn't deserve the Father of the Year award. Never expected it. I knew exactly what I was doing. Because I knew what my mom did to us, I portrayed that same aspect to my kids. Tough love, ass whoopings. You know? And it's like, when I look myself in the mirror today, I wasn't just talking about the relationship with I had. I was also talking about the relationship I had with my ex-wives, my children. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a better man. And I chose to be a better man. Okay? So, women, stop making dumb choices. And get some self-care. Right? And everything you look on the internet is true. And if the man that you look at on the internet, you look at it as ideally man, as, you know, who you want in your life, wow, you need a reality check. You know what I'm saying? Because that just is a portrayingness of their music. They get more and more people to listen.
I feel like everything on the internet is it's a false reality, in a sense where it's like you don't know what those people are doing or what they're going through can get the things that they're getting and getting to the places that they're at, to be able to post and stuff like that. Like, you just don't know what they're going through. You just don't know what they're doing to do what they.
And that's not your place to. It's you.
Of course.
Stay in your lane. You stay in your lane.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like, but people be influenced by that.
Absolutely.
People easily compare their lives to the next.
Because they don't like the shit they're living in now.
Yeah.
And they're too lazy to change who they are right now. Okay, you look differently, right? Like, I mean, I'm gonna say this to you, right? And it's real talk. Every man had a fantasy woman that he would do anything. We call it, I would drink her fucking bath. Right?
See, I was never that guy, but I get what you. But I saw. I know who you.
That's your hearing, right? You motherfuckers do totally different things from us, right? You would eat the booty like groceries. You know what I'm saying?
Thirsty.
That's what I mean, right? So look here, we came back from where you said, I'll drink her bath water. Yeah. Now I'll eat the booty like groceries. See what I'm saying? Right? Because back in there, my grandpa tell me all the time, don't touch the booty. Don't eat the booty out, boy. That's nasty shit, right? But drinking her bath water was a thing, right? And meaning that was like, I seen Holly Berry for the first time, bro, as a man, right? And I was like, damn, Holly Berry is beautiful, bro. Now I'm gonna lay off what you said. Holly Berry is beautiful. I don't know the fuck Holly Berry, but Holly Berry can be crazy as fuck, my guy, right? She can be loosey-oosey. She could have had about 50, 60 bodies. But you just looking at her face. You look at the, the bodacious lips and her not wearing that makeup and shit, and beauty of nature of natural woman, right?
Tricky, man.
So you have to look at that and say, I want a woman. I'm not speaking for men.
Mm-hmm.
I want a woman, right, who's gonna love me faithfully and loyally. Gonna love me and only me. And by versa, you're going to give that woman the best version of you saying, I'm going to love her and stand by her. And I'm going to be loyal to this woman. And I guarantee you, a lot of men want to say that, but they don't live that lifestyle. You know where we're from, bro? We don't talk about it, be about it.
Absolutely.
And it's time to stop talking about shit and be about shit. Right? It's time to change the narrative that black love is dead. Like it's too much out there going wrong to us to find love. That's far from the truth. That's what they want. That's the agenda that, America wants. You know what I'm saying? That love for each other is gone. It's about you. Get what you can get.
Yeah.
It's not about unity no more. Our kids are is in trouble with what's coming in their way in life. If we don't get our shit together, we don't start educating our kids and talking to our children, you know, just like us, and have to figure that shit out years later.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So instead of having these conversations about what TikTok you posted to your child and, letting them get on the Instagram and letting them get on social media, all things can be beneficial, but like have a conversation with your child. Especially our young women, man. I'm going to end this by now in saying this. We need to get back on telling our women, our young women, and our children, our young girls, to save yourself for marriage. Because guess what? That has become a thing of absolute, right? Nobody talk about this shit. Nobody want to care about you saving yourself for marriage. Look at fucking, the Bachelorette and the Bachelor's fucking programs. You know what I'm saying? It's about how many bodies you can have, how many women that like you, how many people, it's like, that's crazy shit, bro. Like, but at the end of the day, we're the only podcast out here speaking truth and we're going to get laughed at. But it's truth. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people go around, I seen this segment, bro, this dude go around, Vegas and stuff, get the phone and asking women questions, right? How many bodies you have? There's a fucking game out here, bro. There's a fucking game out here, right?
No, I just can't take. I just don't take today's social media serious.
But it's funny as hell, ain't it?
It's entertainment.
It is.
Fuck.
But we can say that, JD. But the kids behind you ain't saying that shit.
And that's the thing. Like I could watch the stuff without getting it floods. Like I can watch shit because it's like it has no substance. It's not serious.
Yeah, but that's what we're saying though. How we get people to have that same mindset. What would be your advice to the people? Let's say this. You have a niece out there, right? What would your advice be to your niece if you could just have that one conversation with her?
Dude, I got two nieces. I have two nieces.
And what would you say to them? If your niece came with you and say, "Hey, Uncle JD, I'm thinking about I want a man like Lil Weezy. I want a man like Drake." But you see, she left you out of the whole equation.
I'm just saying, like, that shit is a facade.
That shit ain't real.
It's not what you think it is.
Right.
It's just not what you think it is.
Well, how would you influence them or turn their attention on a man like yourself? What advice would you give?
Shit, go outside and touch some grass. Like, they out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, seriously, go outside. Stop being on your phone. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to places where your peers are. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to run into somebody. You're going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, engage. And that's the thing about the people these days as well. Like, in this generation specifically, they are awkwardly social. They are socially awkward. Absolutely. Because it's like y'all be on y'all phones. Like y'all just be on y'all phones. Like y'all don't have no problem posting, exposing yourselves, exposing like y'all everyday lives, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But when y'all go out to a public place, when y'all are around y'all peers, y'all don't even know how to hold conversation.
Exactly. And the thing is, not only they don't have a whole conversation, is they not even looking for a conversation to hold. It's whatever to tickle their ear, right?
It's one of them things like these days, like you go to the club, right? You go to the club and, you got you in a section, you got bottles coming to you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They just recording the bottles.
Yeah.
And as soon as they drop the bottles, they on their phones trying to post looking. You know what I'm saying? Showing that the bottles was what came to them. So like when y'all poured it y'all not gonna show, like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all make y'all drinks and shit like that, and y'all just sip on y'all drink while y'all just scroll.
It's a persona.
Like
they try
weird.
The narrative they try to show is I'm balling. I'm out of control. I see a lot of TikToks things like people like posting leaning against Bugattis and stuff, telling the girls, "Oh, this is mine." And dude come over and say, "Hey, That's my car, you know. Blah, blah, blah. They put in my blood, but it's a strict type of thing. But I'm saying that to me, it's like, it's funny how people are talking about gold diggers, right? And but nobody's answering, you know, or trying to fix how to get her out of that mindset, right? Somebody, her father, her cousins, her uncles are not giving her the ideology that you don't have to be this way because this man out here that's going to respect your body, respect you who you are, right? Yeah. Listen, I get it. Nobody want to talk about shit like this. I get it, but I'm not that dude, right? I got 2 daughters growing up in this fucked up world, and I need help because it takes a village to raise a family, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can try to protect my children from everything I can, try to protect them from, but at the end of the day, they gotta make right choices. And this is what I'm trying to say. Baby girl, my daughters, stop making dumb choices. You know what I'm saying? Stop making dumb choices. Yeah. Have that tough conversation with your father. You know? I may not be the ideal man you wanted to be in your life at that point in time when I was in your life. But look at me now. I'm doing better things. I'm trying to be better. I'm becoming better. I am better. You feel me? I'm not the same guy that, you know what I'm saying, was raising you back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. I'm showing this out, be realistic, you know, be real with my kids. You know? I dropped the ball. I fucked up. And I'm a man to admit that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I wasn't the father figure my children should have had their lives at the time, you know? But I mean, I can't stop. I'm gonna stop trying to be to influence them and try to, you know, tell them I'm better than I was when I raised you. My children are older now, you know what I'm saying? I'm 26 and one is 20, you know, about to be 22. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't talking about babies. We're talking about grown ass women. I'm still trying to, you know, be part of their lives and show them that it's better men out there for them. By them looking with themselves and saying, I gotta be a better woman to match that energy of that better man. Mm-hmm. So this segment is not done, but it's done today. You know what I'm saying? And we're just gonna let you know that, hey, there's some dumbass men out there. We will talk about that next time too. You know what I'm saying? But this was about women, you know, girls are dumb.
I love my women.
Absolutely. Love my queens. And this is what we need to do as individuals, young men, older men, need to stop playing these games, man. Seriously. That's what it boils down to. Stop playing fucking games. Be realistic and be real. Be honest. Up front. You know what I'm saying? Be real. Stop being who you ain't. You feel me? Like, people are seeing through that bullshit. But some women just too blinded to see that. You know what I'm saying? What you see in front of you ain't the real man that's, you know, in behind closed doors. He's not that same nigga. Because you guys are falling for this because of your patterns of your life that you've been doing over and over again. And then you'll listen to segments like this and be like, nigga, fuck them dudes. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? But that same day, guess what? You get my wife on the segment, you get my wife, JD's wife on the segment, it'd be a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I'm glad this man changed his life. I'm glad this man made better choices in his life to be a better man. You know? I'm a hard-working ass man. I get up every morning, tie my shoes up, you know what I'm saying, put my boots on, and I go out to work, bust my ass with my family. You feel me? And all I expect back is just, you know what I'm saying, reciprocate that love back. I love it. Respect. Okay? So on that note, we just like thank you for talking with Dawson. You know what I'm saying? I'm your host, David, and my boy,
host, JD.
JD, baby.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you next time. Hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe, comment below, and let us know how you feel about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're only trying to get better. That's it. That's all we're trying to do is get the word out, get the knowledge out, and for you guys to obtain it. Like they always say, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it. You know what I'm saying? You can't force them to drink it. So, this church. Oh, Lord. We love you guys. Till next time. I'll let